How do you know what business you should start? Most people think choosing a business is the hard part, but the truth is, the hard part is getting past the excuses. When I started MicroBiz 365, it was because my research kept showing the same two barriers again and again. People would say, I don't know what business to start, and I don't have any money. Those two sentences stop more businesses than failure ever will. And before we go any further, let me say this. If you've ever felt stuck for either of those reasons, stay with me. Because in a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you a free tool on the MicroBiz 365 website that will narrow down hundreds of ideas into a handful that actually makes sense for your life. It's something I built specifically to remove those excuses completely. But first, let's talk about why people get stuck in the first place. Most people overthink the idea stage. They treat it like there's a perfect business waiting for them. And if they choose anything else, they failed before they've even begun. But choosing a business doesn't work like that. It's not about perfection. It's about alignment with your current reality. A business doesn't have to be your passion. It doesn't have to be your dream job. It doesn't even have to fit you perfectly. There are plenty of businesses out there that make a lot of money and aren't glamorous at all. But it does help if you enjoy what you're doing. It helps if you don't dread the work. It helps if you can see yourself sticking with it long enough to get good. When I started Hulkzilla, I didn't choose pressure washing because it was my calling. I chose it because I could afford a second-hand pressure washer for $100, and I knew I could turn that into cash quickly. It was practical, it was simple, and it worked. That's the part people forget. You don't need the perfect business. You need a business you can actually start. And that brings me to the second excuse, not having money. Most people massively overestimate what they need. They think they need branding, a website, a logo, equipment, software, and a dozen other things before they've even made their first sale. One of the biggest mistakes I see is people overspending on the wrong things at the beginning. They burn their budget before they've even tested the idea. They buy tools they don't need. They pay for services they won't use. They invest in branding before they've invested in customers. You don't need any of that on day one. You need a simple offer, a way to deliver it, and a way to get paid. Everything else can come later. And if money really is tight, I've put together a PDF on the website that walks you through ways to get started with almost nothing. Free tools, low-cost setups, and practical ways to reduce your startup spend. It's not theory, it's what I've used myself. But even with all that, people still get stuck. They say there are too many ideas, or I don't know what suits me, or I don't know where to start. And that's exactly why I built the Business Idea Selector. Let me explain what it does, because this tool solves the exact problem most people have. The Business Idea Selector takes the 365 ideas I've researched, tested, refined, and published, and it filters them based on you. Not based on trends, not based on what's popular, based on your situation. It asks you a handful of simple questions. Nothing complicated, nothing overwhelming. Just things like, what kind of work do you prefer? How much time do you have? What's your budget? Do you prefer working with people or working alone? What are your interests? What tools do you already have? What kind of income are you aiming for? And as you answer, the tool narrows down the list. It removes the noise. It cuts out the ideas that don't make sense for your life. And it highlights the ones that do. By the end, you're not staring at 365 ideas. You're looking at 3 to 5 that actually match your reality. Ideas you can start. Ideas you can afford. Ideas that fit your time, your skills, your interests, and your goals. And the best part is, it's completely free. No upsell, no paywall, no premium version. It's free because it solves the exact problem MicroBiz 365 was built to solve, helping people get started. I built it because I know what it feels like to be stuck. I know what it feels like to want to start something, but not know where to begin. I know what it feels like to scroll through endless ideas and feel more confused than when you started. This tool cuts through that. It gives you clarity. It gives you direction. It gives you a starting point. And once you have a starting point, everything becomes easier. You learn what you enjoy. You learn what you're good at. You learn what customers want. You learn what to avoid next time. You learn how to improve. you learn how to grow. Starting creates clarity. Waiting creates nothing. I've been doing this since I was a kid. Selling sweets in school, trading number plates, flipping cars, running businesses across Asia, starting Hulkzilla with a second-hand pressure washer, and now sharing a new low-cost business idea every single day on Microbiz 365. And after all these years, here's the truth. The right business is the one you can start today, with what you have, where you are, not the one you dream about, not the one you overthink, the one you actually take action on. So if you're stuck, go try the Business Idea Selector. It takes a couple of minutes, it's free, and it will give you a short list of ideas that actually make sense for your life. Then watch a few of the ideas on the channel. Download the PDF, pick something simple, and start. This is Microbiz 365, giving you a new idea for a low-cost business every day of the year. If you need help choosing, drop a comment. I'll help you get unstuck.